In the Easter Rising, the Irish volunteers lost 64 people killed. There is no record of how many were injured. The British Army lost 107 and 357 injured. The Dublin police lost 16 and 29 injured. And the citizen people of Dublin lost 254 civilians and 217 injured. That's a total of 441. Of the 254 Dublin civilians who were killed, 40 of them were children. So 441 people died, 2,603 were injured. The revolution started on a Monday at noon. It was all over by Saturday. And of course, the city of Dublin was demolished. The Declaration of Independence has some features worth noting. Number one is suffrage to every Irish man and woman. That predated the suffrage in America or in Britain. The right of women to vote hadn't yet arrived in these other nations. And of course, it started with the three words, in the name of God. So it is very fitting that this commemoration started with the liturgy. One other thing, when Patrick Pierce Proclamation was said he did it from the steps of the GPO. We know that there are no steps going into the GPO. So he did it on the sidewalk. And he didn't have an audience other than the people who were walking by. Some stopped and listened for some of the time and walked on. Some came while he was still speaking, and by and large, he was mostly ignored. So now we'll come to the words of the proclamation. You all have copies so you can follow along. Provisional Government of the Irish Republic to the people of Ireland. Irish men and Irish women, in the name of God, and of the dead generations from whom she receives her ancient tradition of nationhood, Ireland, through us, summons her children to her flag and strikes for her freedom. Having organized and trained her manhood, she now seizes that moment and, supported by her exiled children in America and by gallant allies in Europe, but in the first, in her own strength, she strikes in full confidence of victory. We declare the right of the people of Ireland to the ownership of Ireland and to the unfettered control of Irish destinies to be sovereign and indefeasible. The long usurpation of that right by a foreign people and government has not extinguished the right, nor can the right ever be extinguished without the destruction of the Irish people. In every generation, the Irish people have asserted the right to freedom and sovereignty. 6 times in the past 300 years, they have asserted it in arms. Standing on that fundamental right, and again asserting it in arms in the face of the world, we hereby declare the Irish Republic as a sovereign, independent state, and we pledge our lives and the lives of our comrades in arms for the cause of its freedom, of its welfare, and of its exaltation among the nations. The Irish Republic is entitled to and hereby claims the allegiance of every Irish man and every Irish woman. The Republic guarantees religious and civil liberty, equal rights and equal opportunities to all its citizens, and declares its resolve to pursue the happiness and prosperity of all its citizens, of the whole nation and of all its parts, cherishing all the children of the nation equally, and oblivious to the differences carefully fostered by a foreign government which had divided a minority from the majority in the past. Until our arms have brought the opportune moment for the establishment of a permanent national government, representative of the whole people of Ireland and elected by the suffrages of all her men and women, the provisional government hereby constituted will administer the civil and military affairs of the Republic in trust for the people. We place the cause of the Irish Republic oak upon our arms, and we pray that no one who serves that cause will dishonor it by cowardice, inhumanity, or rapine. In this supreme hour, the Irish nation must, by its valor and discipline, and by the readiness of its children, to sacrifice themselves for the common good, prove itself worthy of the august destiny to which it is called. Signed on behalf of the Provisional Government, Thomas J. Clark, Sean McDermott, Thomas McDonough, P.H. Pearce, Eamon Kent, James Connolly, and Joseph Plunkett. Thank you.